right, guys. Well, all right. Well, let me say hello to my beautiful family, my soul family who does make an appearance tonight or this morning, wherever you are in the world. Hello and welcome. How is everyone doing this evening, morning, afternoon? Again, we have people who tune in from all around the world, so let's not put a time limit or a time zone on this experience, because whenever you are at your house, right, in the comfort of your place, watching this and tuning in is exactly where you're supposed to be. So that is the most important part of everything, guys, okay? Let me say hello to Sandra, my twin, my Sandra twin, my Scorpio twin. Hello, my Sandra. I love you so much. I see Kristen, who was here earlier. If she's still here, that is amazing and beautiful, because we love Kristen. She is such a special person to us as a community, for sure. All right, guys. All right, so we're gonna get started, okay? This is gonna be a broadcast. Well, they're always very special broadcasts. To me, of course they are, okay? Hold up here. All right. Yes, okay. You know what? I never posted it on Facebook, but guys, well, you know, thank you guys. If anyone who's in our Facebook group can post it on our Facebook group, that would be so much appreciated. I would really very much so be grateful for that, okay? But we will get started, okay? And so we're gonna kick off the month and the new year, right, with some new content, okay? I will take your suggestions, which I have already received suggestions from people here in the chat, in the Facebook group, and in the comments of the videos, right, previously. And I do hear what you guys are asking for, so I'm open 100% to all of your suggestions. So don't think that for a second I'm dismissing any of that. I've got you. I've heard you so far. And it's not too late to still weigh in on, give me your feedback, your thoughts, your suggestions, your ideas, or your wishes and desires of what you'd like me to cover. I still have thoughts and a process of what I will cover separately, but I'm always still open to hear what you guys want from me, okay? And for those who don't know, you know, interestingly enough, which is okay, I'm always open. I've had a lot of people inquire a lot, which is understandably so, on some of the true crime cases that are coming up, or that we've been, you know, undergoing. So I'm still considering. I have not made a full decision yet quite on those, but I've heard your call. I've heard your request. It's not gone unnoticed, okay? So I will still consider it. I have not made a full decision yet, okay? So again, everyone is open to suggest in the comments below, whether in this video or in our Facebook group or Discord, wherever you feel most comfortable to articulate or express or bring your opinion on what you'd like from me. That's available 100%, okay? Or in the comments of the community tab where I place that too. Again, there's no limitations on where you can go ahead and express that. I will say, yes, I've had many people email me, text me, message me, direct message me on some of the crime cases. And so I do understand that's a very interest for many. So I'm going to consider, okay? There's no promises yet, but I will consider, all right? Aside from that, guys, I'm here as always to be your, you know, spiritual guide, your teacher, and my own spiritual guide, my own teacher, to lead me and us through the experience that we're currently endeavoring into this day. And so I want this moment to at least say hello and welcome to the new people who come to the channel, right? Like any experience, we're going to have the new people who, you know, are coming across my channel here and who are going to like experience this process for the first time. And I want everyone to feel very welcomed and like at home, because that's important to me, that the people who are either with us continuously, who show up on the regular, and for newcomers, right, who do not know about me or who we are as a group or our community, I want them to feel safe and welcomed and open to share and express at their comfort level their experiences. The best part of this experience here being on a platform is that we can have a very mutual dialogue. It's an interactive exchange of information. Me being here and then you guys in the chat, the live stream, or in the comments below, right? Expressing your thoughts, your opinions. And then for those who are closer to me, we have a group where we can actually have more of an interactive dialogue. And so that's very, very, very important, because a lot of times, in my opinion, content creators as a whole, the gamut will range, right, on like how popular or how important they are as a person, how relevant they are, that's trending in the current moment, right? They put a prestige on their identity or a price on their popularity, and that's totally fine. I respect all people who do that. So what I want to say about that is that you are able to interact with me at your will, at your pace, at your experience level, at your comfort level, and I'm here. And I want to be here because that's my choice to be here, and there is no price for me that I can ever put on any experience. So when I show up here, I'm fully here, and I'm here for the process, and whatever that entails is what entails, and that's important to me. So there's no price that I can ever put on character integrity. There isn't for me. And that's why probably like my little group, my channel grows smaller slowly than most. You'll notice if you're new or familiar with me for a long time, I won't put things in my titles or hashtags. That's a purposeful decision on my own will. And I'm not opposed to not doing so. It's just what I do. And I like the process of growing organically and in a very small manner, because the people who I do want here are people who want to be here. If you find me and you like me and you resonate with me, then you stay around for the right reasons. Like, it's amazing to have like 1 million followers or 1 million views on videos, but if those people aren't with you in the long haul, then they're just a view, right? Or just a person who just passed by your channel. I'm not against that at all, but I mostly care about the people who actually want to be here. And so my channel is a different experience than you'll find on YouTube or any platform, because most creators, content creators, have a purpose, a goal of, you know, growing viewership, audience, you know, followers, etc., money, memberships. And again, I am not opposed to that by any means. So please hear me out. I am not opposed to that. What I am saying is that who I am is me. And we're going to grow slowly with integrity and character, and hopefully by word of mouth, and hopefully by being part of other communities, you know, that people decide to want to be part of this group without names and titles in the videos. And that's it. So that's my little mini speech. It's who I am. I always honor who I am. As weird as I am, if it doesn't make sense to you, that's okay too. It makes sense to me, and I honor who I am. I honor the process. I honor the organic growth. I honor the the process of like, it is what it is. And I hope, and my hope, and my goal, my hope, and my intent is that over time we do, you know, make a bigger impact little by little. That is the intent. And I hope that people who tune into me share the broadcast with their family, their friends, or for those who could benefit from the information, because I'm not covering some topic, like some hot topic or some trending topic, whatever it might be. I'm covering real life experiences that affect us every single day. Whether you're in a good mood, a bad mood, whether you're experiencing hardships or opportunities in life, we're covering situations that are everyday real to most human beings. And I hope, my hope is that we can spread the awareness of truth, of authenticity, of integrity and character, one by one. And if that means we grow slowly, that's all right. If that means I lose people, that's okay too. What matters to me is that we're making the impact on individual human beings that are listening in. It matters more to me that I impact a handful of people than me impacting thousands of people who watch once and they're done. That's a real thing, guys. So that's a little bit about who I am and my process toward bringing content. All right. So let's move this further along, okay, guys? How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? I saw Chris and Kristen, Sandra, Scout, Chrissy, Gen Z. Thank you guys for being the most excellent mods ever. Thank you guys. Gen Z, Scout, Sunny Cafe, hello. Abby made an appearance? Oh my God, I'm shook. Here we go, Abby. Gen Z, Toxic XLMP. Well, hello. Yay. Abby's working? All right, Abby. Hey, get it, girl. Get it. Sweet Face Jen. She says, I was a singer. I find it best to sing in a small than a rather larger group. That is true. Woo! Tony Turtle, hello. We've seen you before, so welcome back again. Yay, guys. Okay. Woohoo! Sweet Face Jen says, I feel those that are meant to find you absolutely do. There are no coincidence. I 100% agree with you, Sweet Face Jen. Absolutely. Thank you, Sandra. Says, Katrina's the real deal. Thank you. Okay. And we're a very welcoming group, guys, to people who are new to our group or like our experience here on the internet. You know, it's always interesting, like if you were to find like live streams, I mean, I don't know exactly, but I'm sure you can find so many like live streams are open, and it's such an interesting experience when you jump into a place and you're listening to what the creator is having to say. And I'm being honest, I know very quality creators, I will not name them, that don't always acknowledge the people who are coming in, and that's okay. Maybe their group is too big, or the chat is too big, or the topic is too big where the chat is going too fast. Whatever it may be, like, no hard feelings against that, but I understand how even lonely that could feel in the experience, right? Or maybe a creator has made a name for themselves based on other situations or criterias, right? Like crime cases or whatever it might be, right? And they become, you know, in their own mind, very big in their head. And again, nothing against that either. Nothing against that either. But they forget to keep in touch, in the contact, the interactional experience of the chat. Again, I don't know specifically, but I do want to acknowledge that here, at least at this point in the process, like, you're going to fully receive me and people who are here with us because we really care about the process. And sometimes that goes undermined because most, experiences are, it's diminished. Like, oh, well, they happen to be very nice here. But like, okay, well, we're nice, but it's beyond just being nice. It's about being welcoming and like bringing you in under our wings. And we understand how scary it could be, right? To like, you're lurking and the content's interesting to you, and to say hello could be kind of a scary experience or a process. And we embrace every person completely. So anyways, that's the beautiful part of a smaller group, right? Especially of the leader of the group who does care. All right. All right. So we're going to move forward. All right, guys. All right. Let's see. We're going to start. We haven't started yet. Okay. And I haven't seen Max Annie yet. Oh my God. Did she not come in here? Holy moly. All right. Well, hey, Mary, why are you bugging? Good to see you. Woohoo. All righty. Here we go. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. As you guys know, I am like the queen of notes. If you didn't know by now, then man, you'll figure it out. But I'm going to cover some basic concepts that I put together for ourselves here in this live stream. I'll open up for questions, and after that, guys, we can decide what we do. Okay. All right. So here we go. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Kathy had a daughter. Was it a whole year ago, Kathy? I mean, my God, sometimes the time goes so fast. Like it's almost impossible to imagine how many. I want to know how old Kathy's baby daughter is, because it feels like yesterday that her baby was born. But my gosh, I mean, I know it wasn't yesterday, guys, but my God, it does feel like it was. And I'm curious. I'm the worst to like analyze time. See, I knew it. I knew it was almost a year, not a full year. I knew it. See, guys, time goes so far, so fast. That's an important part, guys. Remember that, like, we're here and we take for granted this experience, this interaction, this encounter. But it's not to be taken for granted, guys. It's not, because we're really alive during this moment, all the moments, right? And one thing that I constantly, harp upon is that we are present. Present as most we can, as best we can, within reason. Absolutely. All right, here we go. So I hope that for those who have not caught the previous broadcast, I hope that you first and foremost tune into that, because we had covered in the first like maybe 60 minutes of that broadcast a lot of quality and content that I do not want for it to go to the wayside. So if you're just tuning in, or you haven't like checked on like the current like streams we've done here, last time, like a couple days ago, it was an amazing broadcast, and the first 60 minutes before the whole panel and the live readings came in was so important, guys. So if you're just tuning in, be sure to check that part out, okay? Number 2, if you're not already subscribed, guys, please subscribe, hit the bell, because honestly, YouTube does its own thing, and if I'm not consistent, which I have not been, I'm honest, then I don't want people don't see the broadcast, and I can't make people see, even if you're subscribed, okay? Number 3, please give the video a thumbs up. Please give this broadcast a thumbs up. And if you're even that much kinder on me and you love and support the work I do, you leaving a comment after this video is complete means everything. because the comments are what helps the YouTube algorithm like press and push forward the video. And I know most, if you're here, you think that you did your part, thumbs up, and I totally respect that, and I'm grateful for that. But if you're in the replay or you're here tonight, it means so much for you to comment. It's something as simple as a thumbs up or a heart on the video, because that means that you're helping me push the content here. And if you support the work I do and you care about what we're accomplishing as a group, as a community, that helps you be part of that, like advancing the ball for humanity. So thank you in advance if you are so kind to do so. Okay. All right. So that was my little announcements. We're gonna get started. Okay. Let's get started. All right, here we go. Hold on. So we're going to start with a very honest and simple truth. And like when I talk to you guys, I talk to myself. So I tell myself, like, when I talk to you guys here in this broadcast, I am talking to myself like I'm talking to anybody that I love, hold so dearly to me. Okay. So it's very serious, very important information that I'm relaying. And so I want you to understand the intention behind it. All right, guys. So I take it very serious. Okay. Yeah. All right. So as we know, time continues to push forward, right? Time continues to move. Life itself continues to press onward, right? And regardless of where we're at in this experience, right? Regardless of where we feel we are at in the process, life continues to move on with or without us. We may try to hold it back and say, wait a minute, like, I know, but like, let me kind of hold this part back or that part back. Like, yeah, I got the concept here, but you know what? I'm not ready to go through that shift or that experience or that movement or that transformation. Okay. Have you been there before? I know I have. Life doesn't wait on us. And for us to think it will is a mistake, because it's going to continually move forward. Okay. We all have the free will to allow things to be as they are. We have free will to interject, to relay, to adapt, to adjust, to do nothing, to be stuck, to stay in stagnation or dissolution or inactivity. But at the end of the day, the outcome, the outside parts, with or without us, continue to press forward. The lack of our own participation, the lack of our own acknowledgement of the actions that we know we are supposed to take to help move things forward is our own doing. Okay. And I've been there before. I've been there today, right? Not today, but I've been there in real time where I can see where I'm halting my own growth. Not because I don't want to grow, right? But because life comes in the middle and shows up and tells us why it's okay and why this or X, Y, and Z is happening or taking place, and we accept, we adapt, we adjust, and we make things all right with that, right? And in life, that's okay sometimes. So only you will know if that element is continually overriding the rest of your life, right? Or if it's playing a one-off. Only you know. Yeah. Here is the thing that defines yourself, your future. If you're in a position in your own experience, no matter what you're going through, and you feel as though you want more progress forward, and you want more movement, more action, more something else, something that you don't see, you don't have. The insights, the little like nuggets, the clues that you are looking for, seeking, are everywhere around you. They're everywhere around you, but do you see them? It's always quick for us to say, where are the clues? Where are the hints? Where's the information? I'm here. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. But if you don't see or acknowledge or notice or take your time in your life to slow down your life a little bit to warrant, right, and take in the downloads, the information, the insights, the perspectives that are coming at you, how could you ever see the clues that are like so desperately waiting for you to see them? Good or bad, they're always there. I mean, honestly, the bad clues can be there too, just as easily as the good clues can. So, you know, in life, all the information, the answers are always right at our fingertips. It just always depends on what we want to see and how we want to see it all play out. But they're always there. So, sometimes what we do in life is we hesitate, we delay, we hold back because we're either unsure. Now, there are some times in the world, in our life, where it's appropriate to hold back, hesitate, delay before we respond. There are moments in time where that is appropriate. So by no means do I ever say that's not okay. Absolutely. There are moments where in life we should hold back, wait before we respond, and then articulate or make decision making. Of course, of course. Here's the difference. Very important difference, guys. Are you holding back because you're afraid? You're in fear. You're not ready to take the action steps toward what you know is really your birthright, your destiny, your North Star? Are you holding back out of fear of your own limitations, of what you could possibly become? Here is the difference. There's a big difference there. Only you will know. There's no one here to tell you the answers for yourself. There's no one here to tell you what's correct, what's not correct. Only you as an individual, human being, a soul, a conscious soul will know where you stand. And I hope that you're willing at this point in your life, that you're ready at this point in your soul's journey to face where you really are. A lot of people on this journey of a human being, of a soul, a conscious soul, are at different points of the process, and they're coming into tune, right, with where they're really at as it relates to who they are. But if you're further along the process, I urge you to not hold back anymore, because you've held back for so long. How many of us have held back? I will raise my hand to tell everyone I've held my own self back. With all the wisdom, the insights that I've got, I've held myself back. Out of fear of what? Out of fear of like, well, I know too much, or who wants to hear more from me, or well, maybe it's the ego talking. Like, it doesn't really matter what it is. I've held myself back. I'm not afraid to say it. I've held myself back. I say that with authenticity, integrity, and character. Don't hold yourself back anymore. You can be very intelligent and still have a lot to offer. It doesn't matter if what you know, everyone else knows. That's not good enough. No one knows exactly what you know. No one knows exactly how you know it, the way that you know it, the way you've experienced it, how you've encumbered, like how you've dealt with all these pieces. Only you, right? Only you as a unique person understands and experiences it from your viewpoint, your lens. And that is the beautiful part of being an individual person here. And that's important that we don't forget that part of ourselves, because we sometimes diminish that, and that's not okay. We must proclaim our personal sovereignty. You tell me what channel on this internet, on YouTube, tell me, I beg of you, what channel do you know on YouTube tells you as an individual? And I will look in the comments here. Tell me which channel on YouTube tells you as an individual to claim your personal sovereignty. Tell me. Who reminds you that you have personal sovereignty? I don't know any of them. I don't. All right, let's keep going forward. All right, here we go. All right. I'm not gonna go there. Okay, this is a very important part, because it's a real reality, okay? In life, right? In life, you know how the longer you endure the pain, the process, the hurt, you get like brownie points? Not necessarily, the articulation may not be that way, but here is the concept. In words, in the realm of humanity and your personal sovereignty, and in the process of you becoming the more of you, right? Because you are an individual person, with or without me, with or without our group. I will always empower you as an individual, that you are still individual. And most groups and most leaders, let me tell you, they don't want you individually. I'm sorry. That is the reality. I'm not here to dismay anybody else. Most groups, most individual leaders who are here for the wrong purposes, they don't want you to be on your own independently. Why would they want that? Because then you don't need them. That makes sense, guys? Come on. Let's use our brain here. When you find a leader, a true leader, who's here for the right reasons, as best they can be. Now, no leader will ever be perfect. I am not perfect. I have never claimed to be some gosh darn sovereign being from the highest level. No, but I will do one thing. I will live and die on the ideology that I am me. Oh, yes. And anybody I influence at any freaking level, any level, I will want them to know one thing. I showed them who they are. I showed them who they are. I showed you who you are, because inside yourself, you are everything powerful. You don't need me. Tell me what leader tells you that. I don't know of any. So back to my point here. It's like, don't forget that, through the pain points of life, hardships, all the, trials, the tribulations, all of those moments of life that you felt so defeated, that is the part, all those parts are what make you you. And nobody could replace those experiences. And nobody could endure the way you did in your unique circumstances. That's impossible. The discomfort, the pain, like the unfairness, the inequality. And again, this will vary from person to person, experience to experience, because we all have lived different lives, right? We're at different parts of our experience. Our journeys look differently. So we can't, it's not about comparing mine was harder than yours or this was harder. No, the purpose is that we all have experienced and endured our own things, right? But no one talks about the commonality. It's always about the differences and how it separates us. But the most interesting thing that I always say, the universe is very unbiased. It always tells us who we are, how we are, and why we are, right? And the most incredible part of the universe, right? So if you ever felt so lonely, so desolate, so isolated from like people, your family, your friends don't understand you. Like my family, like my friends have never understood me, right? If you relate to that, then you relate to me. And I'm happy that you do, because how many times we look for people in this world to at least somewhat understand that we're not like everybody else. I'm really asking you guys because it's a real experience. You know how many people I know? I know so many people. I've talked to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Lots of people who've faced and endured things I could never dare to dream of pain. And to be quite honest, most of these people have told me about childhood trauma that I would never imagine. I could never imagine the level of trauma that I had never personally faced myself directly. Do you know how many people I know? Hundreds and hundreds of people. It's unfathomable. The people who've experienced childhood sexual trauma, my brain will never understand it. And that's okay. I'm not supposed to fully understand that level of craziness of everything. Like, I don't have the words. I will never have the emotions. I will never fully understand that. But I've known hundreds of people, hundreds and hundreds of people. I have thousands of people who follow me. Are you kidding me? I know hundreds and hundreds of people. And the most common thing of childhood trauma, which is so upsetting to me, because like there was one day I said, I might as well be the queen of like sexual childhood trauma, but not as a joke. Not as a joke, no. Because I continue to see experience and encounter and hear the stories of so many people that I love and adored and supported, like not out of like a facetious manner. It was more like, I can't even understand, how is it possible that this many people, and this is years ago. It's not recent at all, but it's years ago. But years ago, I just couldn't understand it. I still can't, because I still can't. I know personal. Siblings have experienced this, and family. So, like, it's a very traumatic experience. I know that it does exist. I've not personally experienced this, but man, so help me God, because no child ever deserves that. So, I didn't want to go too far on that subject matter, but it's a subject that I felt not that I chose to dive into, but that found me. It found me because I never searched for that. And I just heard too many situations, too many stories. I love people. Just can't. I can never understand the level of it's too much. I'm sorry. It's too much for children. I love children so much. It's so hard. It's hard for me because I know it's a real thing, so I don't want to dismiss it, but it's so hard because I know I don't know exactly. I don't know directly, so I don't know exactly, no. But I just know so many people. I know hundreds of people. I know hundreds of people, not like tens of people. I know hundreds of people who I've talked to intimately and personally over many years that, like, it just baffled me because initially I just a crazy thing to imagine. And over time, like, I never became numb to it, no, but like it shocked me hearing it a lot, where I became like not deaf, but I was like, oh my God, like, it's a really serious situation for a lot of people in middle America, all of America. It doesn't matter what your class is or like your ethnicity is. It hurt me because I couldn't understand how that could be and most times, which is more horrible to acknowledge, was the perpetrators of the situation was the family. That's more devastating, and I don't want to make this broadcast about a sad situation because I'm a very positive person, but that's a real thing. I know hundreds and hundreds of people who've experienced situations like that, from family members, or yes, that makes it harder because I can't even imagine the first situation, let alone the second. So again, the point of this was not to go in a sad point. I'm so sorry if I did that. That was not the point at all by any means. No, it was not. But I want people to understand. I want people to understand that it's a real thing. Something I had always tried to not think about because I never had that direct experience. It's a real thing. I know people close to me, siblings. All right, we're gonna keep moving forward, okay? All right. I don't know how I got off topic. I so apologize. All right, here we go. So, anyways, basically, back to our discussion topic, okay? The universe is very unbiased, right? So when the universe hears our pain points, our cries, are hurt, the universe is going to give us right back, right, what we're asking for. So let's be very mindful that if we're in pain, it's okay to go through the grieving process, or like whatever is going down in our life, right? We don't want to stay there that long, because the universe is like be giving us right back what we're sitting in, okay? And I made this comment so many times before. Like my best friend Rebecca from Chicago, like, this is years ago, but I will give the same analogy because she hates it. She hates this analogy, but I still will do it. Oh my God. She's a Libra, like a Taurus. Libra and Taurus are very close. I'm not either one of those, okay? Anyways, so she was very, very sad about a romantic experience that happened to her, right, in real time. And I was there as her friend, absolutely, to help her through the process. Now, the situation itself was challenging because she wanted to be sad. Now, I don't know if you know what that's like. I mean, I'm not that person who wants to be sad, but I'm sure that other people besides Katrina, right, and besides the Scorpio, would want to be sad. Some people do want to grieve and sit in that process of pain for a long time, okay? Not me, though. Now, I will say in their defense, or against me, that there was a point in my own life where I refused all pain. So I don't want to mislead anybody by saying that, like, no pain, refusing all pain is the answer. No, that is not the answer. Because there was a long time where I had, like, avoided and suppressed a lot of personal pain internally. Yes. So I don't want to state that part. I don't. So, in both situations, she wanted to like sit in that pain. She was listening to Taylor Swift songs all day and all night, and I was like, "You can't do this. I'm gonna like pull you out the fucking bed, out the fucking couch. I'm gonna drag you out because you're not okay just sitting there in that shit." That's one example. Okay, now in the opposite example, which there's no exact equivalent opposite, there can't be, but if there had to be, I would give her in my defense, or in her defense against me, not exact examples and not in different timelines, but for a long time, I probably refused to process the pain of my divorce. Yes. Yes, I had accepted the process, the ideology of it, the external part at the right time. Yes. But the emotional part, I probably held back and didn't want to face for a long time. So, in the two realms, she was immersing herself in the pain, like where I like drag her out, and I was the person who was like not gonna face it at all. Not at all. Not really intimately, personally, no. Externally, yes, not intimately, not personally. And that was a moment in my life years ago. This is like way back in the day, but it's a real thing, because like way back in the day, I remember like, cause she was like in it and I was like not in it when it came to like pain and emotions. She was like deep dived into like all the immersion of pain. I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, what are you not doing? We had different things in our life. Our lives were differently. But I was like a different person. We have different personalities, of course we do. But I was like, no, that isn't healthy. Get the hell out of there. I'll take you out. I'll drag you the fuck out. And like, so I was the better person, the bigger person for many years. But there came a point in time years later where I had to face within myself, for sure, 100%. This is back in the day, that I had not faced the real pain. I had suppressed the pain of like divorce and the shame of the guilt of everything, like for years. That's real. Very real. So anyways, for those where that story helps anyone out there in this like audience here make more sense or relate to you, I hope that was something of importance. If it wasn't, that's okay too, because it's still my own truth regardless. I'm always a person here that speaks my own truth. The things I talk about are my real life experiences, good, bad, or indifferent. I still bring forward all parts of me. So you get everything of me, okay? And my family don't always like that. They're like, oh my god, what is she gonna do today? But it's my choice. It's my life. You have your life, you have your choice, and it's a process, right? And where you're at on that journey and that process is your comfort level, right? And where I'm at on this journey and my comfort level is exactly where I'm at. That's why I'm bringing you the information that I do choose to bring you, because that is my current comfort level. I think that's very important to articulate, because people who don't know me for the first time coming in, or those who do know me, right, they may think like, why is she sharing this intimate information? It's my personal choice to choose to share this. I believe that I can make a difference. I absolutely believe with 100% that there is someone, one person, if one person out there, if I can make one difference in one person, if something I say impacts a person in this humanity, this world, right? That is all I'm obligated to do in this world. I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid. Trust me. I have voice memos where I was afraid to talk about X, Y, and Z. I've learned, I've overcome those pieces. It doesn't mean I'm brave completely. It does not mean like I'm like oblivious to all the parts. No, I'm still afraid. But like I've overcome so many elements and pieces to myself. There is nothing and nobody that can take anything away from me. There's not. I don't care. I'm transparent as I possibly can be. I'm not fucking perfect. I've never said I was. I have never said, look at me, I'm the best, hey, X, Y. Nope. I always tell you guys, look, I'm going to tell you my experience, my insight, my perspective, my encounter, how it's either helped me, how it's fucked me, but this is what it is. And I hope that my authenticity, that my integrity, that my character, I hope that that gives something to you in the audience who was ever listening. I hope that that part of me can revive parts of you that are true, that are waiting to be explored. I hope and I pray for that. Because I had hoped for that within me years ago. It took me so long. It took me everything to come forward with lots of parts of myself. I have no regrets though. My process was lengthy and my own unique piece to me. But I don't want that to be everyone's experience. No, why? You have so much talent, strengths, and abilities that are right there under your surface, waiting, waiting, waiting to be like touched. I hope that I'm the calling card, the small little calling card of like, the parts of you that you know are in you, the parts of you that are waiting, the parts of you that are like bursting at the seams, the parts of you that are like, they're everything, but you're afraid. So I end this broadcast with choose love over fear. Choose yourself over the other perspectives. Don't let your fear of what so-and-so thinks of you, what so-and-so group thinks of you, over what you desire as a person. Don't ever do that. At the end of the day, all you have is you and yourself. We live and we die with ourselves, as at the end of the day, it's between you and you. And when you die, there is nobody between you and the higher power. It's just you. So don't let your life end abruptly or without accomplishing what you know you're here to do. Let this be the calling card. You know who you are, and you know what you're worth, and you know what you're capable of. Each and every one of you, yes, you have a story. You have a lot. What will you do with who you are? What will you do with who you've been given to be? I'm curious. All right, guys. Till next time, choose love over fear, guys. Till next time, okay, guys. Thank you so much for those who watched. Thank you for those who watched the replay. Thank you for those who give the video a thumbs up. I so much appreciate your thumbs up. If you are so kind to give this video a comment at the end, it means so much because it helps us promote the content, the channel, where YouTube helps recognize that people want to hear this content. Without your help and without your support, we don't get very far, and that's okay too. But if you do support the work I'm bringing, and you do support what work as a group, as a family, then I thank you in advance for leaving a comment and a thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Bye.